Look at that. Hi, guys. I needed every second of that. Happy Sunday. Welcome to WCIA. I hope everyone's having an awesome day. It's beautiful here. Let's see. Um, Again, I planned something and then God planned something else. Wait, let me use this one. So I thought I was done. Use this with my presentation this morning. I was going to go on a little earlier, and didn't happen. Didn't happen because let's use this is the first one. Spirit had different plans for me. So, welcome to WCIA Network, where everything I do and say falls under Section 107, the Copyright Act 1976. Today's presentation is definitely calling out particular groups. Wait, let me move. Hold on one second. Wait, give me 1 minute. I had to switch rooms. 1 minute, guys. Sorry. All right. Okay. Give me a minute. Sorry, I didn't expect that I would have to switch rooms, and I had to. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, so let me plug this in. Okay. I want to just restate that everything I do and say falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976 because as you see what's in my header, it says the Beeston Bunch and the Kent family. There's one other, and I don't remember the name. But I actually emailed them asking them to help find these missing children because a lot of their videos, if not every one of them, contains the Summer Wells Missing Children story elements. So, knowing that people do deep fakes, and this is all deep faked, maybe giving them the benefit of the doubt, it was deep faked in all their videos and they are just being used again as faces. So I emailed, let's see my phone, and let them know what was going on and that I had a lot of information. I'd love their help. So it's super, super, super important that everyone here understands I am showing this information for the sake of the Summer Wells Missing Children. And that it's not about them. May them be well, have whatever they're doing, blah, blah, blah. But I'm going to be showing you photos, including the kids, because in my heart, those aren't her kids. She's not showing her kids. Her kids are used as a deep fake. Every one of them. So here, my one plan was to start with this photo, which I am. I'm going to explain it. But I'm going to go dive pretty much deep into these families. And then I will finish up with something else. So, welcome Nolan Willie. Members, Muffin Top, my mod, hi. Heavenly and Angel Talk, welcome. KD, welcome. Look at all these subscribers and members. Sugar Bee, hello. Yeah, this is great to see. Sicilian Mina, welcome. It's so great to see all of you guys come and listen and learn and see if we can make a difference in the world here, right? Nancy Hopkins, I think I said your name. It would be really nice if we can make a huge difference, and maybe this will help. So it's not about this group, you guys. It's not about the families. The families, hi Bernadette. Purple Sneakers. It's not about them. Maybe they could help with the Summer Moon Wells missing children's cases, just like the Kylie's information really helped a lot, because her friend Sandy looks just like a lot of these kids in these videos I'm going to show you. It's crazy. It's like those young kids I see in the backgrounds of these videos. Yeah, so we covered a lot last time we were on. I think it was really well done. I got tired, of course, then my throat starts to hurt and all this crap happens to the throat. I think it has something to do with this case, but it's where it goes. And sometimes it gets difficult, but on this Sunday, we're going to start. I started with this photo because this was on the left is a photo that came from the church. I feel as if they're being pushed and moved in these mechanical things, like moving like they're the robot and they're on like this platform that moves them back and forth. They seem to be on this platform, and I put these two photos together because I believe that they are showing to the right and to the left shows the same element, but just in a different circumstance. But it's the same element. Here to the right, this is what came off of one of, the fisherman's boat thing. And I believe that he's got on there the element as is. I could tell that this is part of it because there's the stick and he's got a mask thing over his face. So this is where I thought I was going to start. And then I went on my walk. And as I'm going on my walk, I didn't play any music. I was trying to listen to maybe some YouTube. Didn't work very well because all it kept pushing me to do is to go back to the beginning of these families' videos. Like I was supposed to go back. I started following these families 8 months ago. So my first video on these families, which I still think could help find the missing children, but I can't seem to get anyone to answer me back. I'm thinking they're not going to answer me back, but you never know, right? So I went back to the beginning to the one video that captured my attention first, was the one that was marked a tour of their new home in Smoky Mountains. The first time I played that back, that was kind of the first time I was like seeing these symbols. I listened to my very first videos, and it's like, oh, look at the symbols, look at their fingers. It's got the V. They have numbers in their heads. They have all this shit going on. They have white stuff on their bodies. And I really haven't gone back to look at this family to see 9 months later how many of their elements still do match up. And it's very consistent. They all do. So when I went back to look at this video, so I'm showing their son, but obviously we know that's not his son with this stuff on him, right? So I went back and it's straight from the video. And she herself had on, and those have stayed consistent because it's the same, it's that same mask, the white mask, and it's white, and we see it in all over. They're all over the Watts case, all over the fake Shanann. They're on Summer Moon Wells. So I'm like, wow, now I understand this even clearer, and I know this isn't really her baby. And if this channel wants to fight me on that, that's fine, because it really isn't. I know that these are deep fakes. And I'm coming on today specifically because I have really clear photos. I'm coming on specifically so they can call the FBI or the TBI and tell them that you will help solve these crimes. Because the information I have here is gonna get deeper. So I went back and I looked at that, and I'm like, holy crap, like it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Okay, wait, I didn't know that's what it was going to turn into. I just went, okay, so that was like pornography. I quickly went away. You guys, I didn't know that's what, as soon as I just went on it, that's what it turned into. I am very sorry. The photo I just went by real quickly, you guys. Let me look at my PDF if that's really what I think it is. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's a woman's vaginal area, literally, and it has something sticking out of it, and yeah, and I'm not going to that page. And by the way, it comes from these families' photos. Wow. Okay. Anyways, I went through this video and I pulled out the elements I did in the beginning. They have, now the elements make even more sense, right? Because I have collected for over a year information. Here you see, here, I'll circle it like I'd like to do. Circle it. Move this over. Okay. Here's the head. And that is over here. Right here. And then this one is the white whatever. It's white, and then there's the number 5. So there's everything is still the same from 9 months ago in their videos. So what I decided to do is collect some of them for those who didn't ever see me cover these families, and then I will continue showing you how their elements fit into my current elements, basically. Here is also where I said the machine is in the back, like the child is back there. That's right here, and it's the same. The look of it 9 months later, and I cannot believe what is in that photo, you guys. The look of this, let me crop it, and all the features of it haven't changed. So I called it the machine 9 months ago, and that's what he's in. Thank you, Nolan Willie, for that super sticker. Thank you very much. Thank you. He's in it. His head is on top of a white thing, and that white, like what I just showed you in this photo, like the white head, it's like, I don't know if it's plaster, I don't know what it is, but here, let me show you. See how this matches? So here you have a green head, and then you have a white head. It's the same thing with this. These are the same. Meaning, watch. Meaning, here's the green head. Whoop. And over here, it's red, but it's the same thing. Here's the white one. And here's the white one. You see? Same situation. And then to the left, it's just showing shit in their windows. So one-way mirrors. Understand this isn't their child. When you go into the little squares of their videos, the people in their videos are not them. They're being used as a cover-up, just like Summer Moon Wells. I'm sure just like Don and Candace, probably just like Jody Sue. Like people that are in this, they like cover up for each other. Their faces, they're fake. This here is not the girl, and isn't the main person in here. Brittany, or I think her name is, with the baby covered in bloody stuff. It's not her. And this isn't her either. And if you look at the child, it's not their baby, and they have that white face on it. This is the story of the Summer Wells missing children. And this is the winner photo of the whole video. It's showing the person under her fake face. And that's the baby that is being tortured. That's not her baby, and that's not Brittany. It is not. And these photos, this comes from between the frames. So the frame is going to show this blonde hair girl, blah, blah, blah. And then it's really what it is this was 9 months ago, I think. This girl is who's being covered up with this baby. You see. So I'm hoping that they get a hold of us, and they get a hold of me, and will help, because there's a lot. Every video of theirs I'm going to show you. So now we're going to go to the other girl. That was the Kents. This is the Beeston bunch. I went back to her video that is in a concert like this. Now, this building and this location and this concert that she says she's singing at pretty much gives me the same intuitive feeling and the same uncomfortableness as the building that I showed you guys from 14 years ago. That I said that they were dancing in this room and they were using it as like where you sing and you dance and you commit sin there. And it was a bar. Let me grab, I'm looking for a picture of it. 14 years ago. Let's see. Not this. Oh, interesting. Wait, where'd that go? I just saw a picture that's identical from 14 years ago to what I'm about to show you today. Wait. Shoot. So, I'll find it later. She's claiming that she went here to sing. Here's the problem. This stage and what you see here really matches up to what I showed you 14 years ago. And this stage has many elements in it. When you go in between this photo, both of those, you get the answer. This, to me, is a Summer Moon Wells Missing Children, and this is what happens to them. They wind up in that cylinder. Wherever this room is the sacrifice room. Because I'm going to put this one down as the final definite sacrifice room. Because this matches every element to even 14 years ago. Let me see if I have it. Wait. I just don't know what I named it. Oh, I named it, it's for debunk, of course. Okay, wait 1 second, you guys. Let me get these photos out because they're apples to apples, basically. Okay, it's not that one. It's them dancing. I'm looking, guys. Let's see. It was a bar. Let's see if it's this one. And it was underground. Oh, I have so much information. Well, you're going to have to just take my word for it that this is one of the final photos. So my next Apples to Apples will be showing you that room that they showed 14 years ago, and this is the finale. They're showing the room in the middle. They're showing the green face, which has all the elements on it, and then they're showing the ones up top. And whoever is in this cylinder, this is what happens to Summer Moon Wells. She winds up in a cylinder. So when I say that the Kens and the Beestons could help solve this, they can solve it. They have all of the elements. You guys, they have every element in their videos. I'm not done with it. That's the dragon face. It's all here. It's the elements that you're looking at are always at the ceremonies. And the one that we've got 14 years ago that's like, it looks like kind of a piano. It's the same piece of furniture. Here's Summer Moon in her cylinder, for those who haven't seen it. So this to me gives me the answer that this is what they look like. And they do this. The other elements we've been looking at for months. It's like the dragon face. It's clear, but you can make it green. They make it green. They make it maroon, white. But this is how Summer Moon looks. Just like that. But you understand that this is supposed to be that girl? It's supposed to be her. But her dancing is what she looks like in the middle. And she's got that whole open chest that is maroon. And her hair looks like what it looks like in the left-hand side. And the girl that covers up for her, they're all different faces. This is a sacrifice, and this is not her. This group of kids could really solve the Summer Moon Wells missing children's case. They have all the elements. Even this is a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice. So it's supposed to be her, but that's what shows up behind her. Like that piece of photo that we're seeing to the left is supposed to be hidden. It lies between the lines. It's underneath the deep fake. So what I'm saying is, don't walk away here. I'm not talking about this company. I think they have great channels. What I'm saying is their channels hold the answer to helping solve the missing children. And it's really their choice. The FBI could find all the information easily in their videos if they wanted. Look at how clear this information is. Super clear. And this is part of the video shows the people in the audience, and the people in the audience are just like what I showed in the audience of 14 years ago. They're showing people that are, they're pretty much tied up, and it's gross. It's not legal. But this is in their video of the one in the concert that she takes her daughter to the concert. we all know for a fact that this isn't what the audience looks like, right? So this channel, all their channels, should know that this is in their video. It's the Summer Moon Wells missing children. The one in the blonde on the right-hand side, it's supposed to be that other girl, but this is what she turns into. Like, that is actually, like, the deep cover-up is her friend, the Beeston girl. But this is what happens to them. And see the number 5 in the back? That number 5 in the back is the same information that you see on the walls, on the wall of 14 years ago. So even though, see, like, even though there's stuff here that is totally part of the deep fake, when I say that all the elements show up, there's the face that breaks up, there's the green face. All of this was in the same room as 14 years ago. All of this. So that's what you look for. I'm not looking at these people's faces. Don't look at any of their faces. Don't look at the family's faces, because their face isn't what you're looking for. You're looking for the elements to match in hopes that the authorities will be like, aha, the elements match. It's still the same room. It's still the location. It's still underground. It is still dark. It looks like a nightclub. It's the same room. See the faces showing up? So what's on top is what is consistent. What's in the front, that fake face, it's supposed to be that other girl, and so it doesn't look like her. But that was placed on top, you guys. It's stuff that's placed on top. So it's consistent with the elements. It's the same. And this comes from their video. So here she's saying she's holding her child, but when you zoom in and get to the details, it's a torso on top of a number. That's all it is. It's not a body, and it's not her. It's not her daughter. The legs disappear, blah, blah, blah. And their family is being used for a massive, massive cover-up. So it's all. It's a massive cover-up. Let me brighten this up. Here. So in the small pictures, this is what you see. It's not her holding her child on stage. It's someone else's face, and then in the other one, it's someone else's face that is being covered. I'll show you. So these are different children. They're not, this one, this child, and this child are two separate faces, believe it or not. See this one? And then there's this one. Whatever this isn't legal. And it's coming from their videos. I could do this to every one of their videos. And the information is pretty consistent. It's very consistent. This one is a sad photo, so just trigger warning. This isn't her daughter. I think that this is the realest, cleanest, clearest photo. I have many that have deep, dark fakes over them. I do know that these kids each have boxes. They're connected to a maroon box. And they do walk through their process. I believe full-heartedly, which I'm being told, this is a child truly holding their box and about to go through sacrifice. I believe this is really her. And she is holding her number 5 box. That's her number 5 box that's attached. This to me is the same photo as Summer Moon Wells. It looks like she's about to go through fire and she doesn't, because it makes it look like it's something else, but really what it is this. It's this. Summer Moon's one of her very last, one of them, because these kids go through a lot. They experience a shitload before they pass away or die from something. But they go through a lot of different sacrifices, you guys. So that's what they call them, and not to say that's what we'd ever imagine it to be. But Summer Moon herself goes through different sacrifices in different stages before she, I don't know, goes to heaven or is done with what she's going through. But it's a process. And one of them is she's standing in a room just like what this little girl is. It's the same information. That's her. This is what Summer Moon Wells did. And this is this stuff. This is in her, in all the videos, you guys. It's I'm able to grab this because I know where to get it, and I'm being told. So I have a leg up on you guys, right? But when I'm shown these particular elements, I know that this is the truth. And when the truth does come out, it will prevail. And maybe these people will then notice that they could be a huge part of solving these children's cases, because what you're looking at is inside the Kent family's videos and the Beeston family's videos. It's hiding beneath their top layer. How do I know that? Because this is where I got it. And let me tell you, there's no way she put a picture up like that of herself. It's been tampered with, and it's a deep fake, and it's being used for the sake of the Summer Wells Missing Children's purpose. This here, I just sharpened it a little so you could see what is around her neck and her body. This is her. She's like the main person in, I think it's the Kent family. That is what's showing that's on her. The child next to her winds up looking like Summer Moon Wells as she walks in the water and away. This child's going to wind up with, it's going to be all white with red bone, and it will be an identical match to the Summer Moon Wells missing children. That's what she's going to look like. I believe I see Summer Moon in a lot of their photos. I mean, you know, like the reflection of Summer Moon. There are a lot of Summer Moons. Watch how this changes as we speak. Summer Moon comes in a lot of different people. They're all Summer Moon Wells missing children, but her face and she's the poster child for all those children. And the child I'm going to show you that I believe looks and is identifiable as Summer, I'll show you, it's in this presentation. This is why this took precedent, because this, to me, there's a timeline that in my own calculations, I could say this started at least 14 years ago. At least. In their videos, they actually showed the blue block, the box is being picked up. See, I don't think they know that this shit shows. Like, it just pops up accidentally, but it pops up. It's showing like, to me, drop off and pick up. This is the boyfriend or the husband. I don't know. All I know is that in the photos of this place that his wife's singing, his fake deep cover up has the number 5 box, like just connected to his face. It's connected. And it pretty much pops up. Now, this next picture, I want you all to know that I think that this is a room that's pretty close to the truth of a room that a lot of the people use. I have seen this before from the 14 years ago video. Now, this photo shows a lot of information that is real. It's not covered. The small little pic in this photo here is this. This little girl is having her eyeball removed. I know that's what's happening, and this is what it's showing. And that is a particular chair that is a real chair. This photo shows a portion of really what this part of the process looks like. They're showing it. It's showing to you guys. These pictures are very, very powerful photos. And I could tell that no one has bothered them. Like no one has recognized or realized that it tells a story. Here I'm going to brighten it up. I like to brighten it up after I put it up because sometimes when you brighten it, it ruins it. See how the little girl has the bandage around her head now? This is the process. It's very sad. These are just hands in the dark. It shows the purple light in the phone, and this whole video that they want you to believe it's her singing is a straight up sacrifice, just like we saw 14 years ago. I'm just going to keep repeating it because I know it's the same. I know it's the same people. I know there's nothing different other than the time and the day. So those who know who's doing this and those who know the guilty, or if you are one of them, I suggest calling the FBI. We really don't know. That's what I would suggest, is to call the FBI. Oh, thank you, Cecilia and Amina. Thank you very much. Very sweet. So yeah, I suggest doing something about it because I know what that is in your hand. Here, let me crop it. These are elements that no longer do they sit in the, I wonder what that is. What is that thing? Blah, blah, blah. That doesn't exist any longer. Because all of these, this little bone with the heart, I could match this shit up all day long. Benny holds those things up to his face every day. This. These families really need to say something. Here, okay, so here are the kids waiting outside. Look at how weird. But these guys remind me of that girl Sandy and Kylie. Don't you guys agree? She has like these random girls in the background who actually do show their faces. Do you guys agree? Put 1 if you guys think that that's that girl, her girlfriend. Wait, let me look it up. Let me look to see if I have a picture. To me, put a 1 if you agree with me. That's Sammy. She's in a lot of these girls' photos. I think that's Sammy. See how everything comes together? Like why, remember I said, okay, well, they're definitely a part of it, hands down. Like, to me, let me look to see if I can find her photo. Oh, I have plenty of her photos. Oh my God, is it ever? Oh my God, I knew it. That's why I pulled it to the side. Well, this one, she has like this stuff covering her face because she has a deep fake on her. This to me is her. So she has that white shit on her face. See, here's the problem. The problem is all these kids are covering themselves up, right? Here's Kylie. All right, let me see if I have a clean photo. Even though all of her photos are okay, here. This one's a good one of her face. All right, let me brighten it up. These guys, and you know they're all in California. They're all in California. Okay, here we go. Right, you guys? Oh my God. And the girl on the other side reminds me of the one who said that she was befriended or she was with them. She was interviewed. Oh, I think I have the picture on my phone. Wait a minute. That would be very interesting. Cancel. Let me see if I have it on here. Oh my God, I have so many photos. It's insane. Her friend, what's her friend's name that was good friends with Kylie? Yeah, I think so. Let me look on my phone one more time. I'm looking. Cancel. Or Kate. Actually, the one to she looks like this one. And the one to the left actually looks like Kylie. I mean, all these girls were there at this sacrifice this night. Like Kylie's friend. Oh, wait. Close. Sammy. There's like a weird picture of her dancing with her friend. It's the strangest photo. These girls remind me of these kids. Very much so. I have to be brutally honest. Because the one that said, if you look her up, she's pictures like dancing with Kylie. She says that she's so upset. She's been friends with her forever, blah, blah, blah. And she's no idea like what happened to her. But she's a good friend. All three of these girls remind me of these girls. Especially Sammy. I wonder if that party if wait 100 deep. I don't think they found Kylie. Let me see. Okay. So, this is pretty interesting, right? It's something to look at, and it's something to observe that these girls are in the Kent and the Beeston families' photos. These people are. Okay, so now that I'm done with that, I'm still speaking about the family, but what I'm showing you is how their car, inside of their car, also gives information and looks identical to the inside of Benny Keys's car. Identical. And it also is identical to the machinery that is found on Summer Moon Wells in her fake car. This here is a photo of, I don't know which family, the Kents? No, the Beestons, I think. This is the backseat of their car, and this is one of the kids. The backseat of the car looks like this. Frame between a frame. So not only do their videos show the drama of whatever is going on, it shows the elements identical to the elements that we have in the car. Again, here's a closer photo picture to the back seat of one of these families' cars. It's kind of crazy how it really does match perfectly. Perfectly. I'm going to show you how. So as this keeps moving forward, this is still the back seat of the car. This is a photo, again, of the equipment. What you see to the left is the same thing you see in the backseat of the car, but what you see to the right is actually what one of these tables look like. I was in a small little corner in one of their photos, but I'm not going to be able to explain that right now. I don't know why I stuck that in there. So I want to show you how this is all the same. What you're seeing here, this is Benny's backseat of Benny's car. What you're seeing here is the backseat of these young people's car. They're never the back seats of any car, you guys. They're not in the freaking car, ever. This photo comes from Benny's car. Okay? A, that's not Benny. And B, that's not his son in the back seat of the car. At all. So they all have similar and the same elements that keep showing. This is what Summer is looking like in the back seat of the fake car. She is showing that she is in the equipment. She's in the equipment. To show you the concept, this is Summer Moon Wells in the back seat with her milk jugs. This is the Beeston's son in the back seat of his car. And this is the inside of the room. It's the back seat of the car. It's all the same. Here's another photo of the Beeston's kids in the back of their car. This is exactly what Benny's car looks like, all the way down to that little blue thing in the window. You guys, the car is the equipment. Look at this. This is the Beeston girl in the back seat saying hi to her husband as her feet are in the hole in the ground. That is the hole in the ground in the back seat of your fake car. That's literally a real hole. Whoever keeps saying all this stuff, let's stay focused over here. I don't believe they found her, so let's stay focused. This stuff's super important. This stuff's super important. You know, because this is part of all of these children, and this information, you know, this information is super important. And I just want to make sure that no one in chat tries to pull you away from this kind of information, because when I'm showing you elements that match, and this isn't anyone's backseat of their car, and it's all the same, and it shows the same from one state to the next, from child to child, from predator to predator, it's really something that needs to be really listened to. They did not find her. This is the Beeston's backseat of their car. It's the same as Benny's car. She's showing a hole in the ground where they're coming out of. This is the hole in the ground. Of this car, which is fake. This is what the fake mother looks like in the back. This is her sitting in the actual seat. This isn't her. The people in the Beeston group and the Kent group are used as deep fakes. Please make sure you understand that I am not doing anything against these people. They have a great channel. They need to know that this is under their faces, that they need to know that this is happening on their channel. Because I've been doing this for over a year and it all matches. It matches. She's not sitting in the back seat. She's sitting in the same seat like a Benny Keys sits in. And when I say Benny Keys, again, his face is used as a deep fake. It's the same fake car. For all we know, this is Jody Sue. We don't know who's who. Her husband turns into this guy. He is a sliver in between the truth, and maybe, the authorities could figure out who it is, because this is really who's under her husband's face. That guy's face is under her husband's face. The sliver between a sliver does show people hiding underneath something. They're hiding in there, you guys, because it shows that it's underground. I am showing this face because I do not believe it is their son's face. This is really what it looks like when they're in the fake car seat. This child is bound. Trust me, it's not their son. I could show the face because it's not him. This is for the sake of the missing children and to help bring justice. These are what's in their videos, you guys. Here they still keep showing the adults in the car, so I'm going to show you what they look like. They're really not the girl that, whoever she is. I don't even know their first names, because they're being used as cover up for these people that look like this, that are going through this. They're going through a process here. Here are more pictures of what's going on in the back seat of this fake car. Do you see how people are kind of looking down in? That's real. I'm just showing this to you because these faces are not her daughters. They're all different faces, just like Summer Moon Wells, okay? Just like Summer Moon Wells. These are different faces. They're just, different children's faces. Same thing. This photo is within one of their last videos. If you look at the elements in this photo, including that stroller that I always talk about, this is a very interesting photo. Very. Look at it. The face of the person is covered up. They have the stroller. They have the flatbed on top. And then they have like this moving chair. But if you look down below, the car is almost on like a railroad or something. This to me is something that is really, really showing the pieces, including the white bags and so forth. I think that this photo, and this is why I asked them to get a hold of the authorities, it's that fake stroller, that it's really the equipment. But this photo is going to become very significant if in fact this is looked into, including that fake stroller. This person obviously doesn't want to be seen or identified. It reminds me of this. Maybe that's the stroller. Let's see. Where's the stroller? Here we go. Let me crop it. Because the stroller goes all the way back, you guys, from actually day one, when I believe it's when construction maybe. Let me brighten it up a little bit. Okay. So I think these are just pretty much the same. Wherever this is and wherever this was taken and whatever is being moved isn't new. And I really wish that I was part of the authorities. But, you know, these guys have to know this is all under there. And this is the other photos that are underneath their photos. It's that crazy shit that goes on. She's supposed to be holding a baby, but she really isn't. And it's really not her. Her husband is covered in blood. His head's attached to the wall. You know, this is the shit that's all over their videos. And it shows really, really clear that that thing, that one of those pointy things is in his head. It's right on the bottom of his neck. And this is the shit that it shows. So I really, really hope and pray that these guys step up and they, you know, do something about it. Like maybe have someone look through their videos and just get the information. There's that little thing that the kids have in their hands. You know, that won't, like that little critter. It's right there. Let me make it smaller. All of the kids have these critters. But this one you get to see in action. This is a critter. Right there. It's on his neck. Which looks like an eyeball in there, but it's a critter. This is the bally thing that I wonder if I'm supposed to turn it upside down. I've got this thing going where they want me to turn everything upside down. I'm like, oh my God. Maybe, but doesn't matter. All right, this is what it looks like upside down. But even though it doesn't make a difference to the Summer Moonwell's Missing Children story, because all we need to know is that this is part of it, and it needs to be seen, and it needs to be used to help blow this shit open. It's an eye. When you turn it upside down, that's what it looks like. It's in his neck. This is in his neck. All these guys need to know is that this is in their videos. Obviously, that's not really him. But I think that this information could be used. Her eye is bruised in this one. I do not believe that that is really them. And I'm sure that that's not her daughter, because the daughter's face, this is the only picture that I found that had the fuzzy stuff on the other side, because many a times this fuzzy side is what changes and shows the truth. I very rarely see these in these guys' videos. So I put it up there, and we know that's not her child, you guys, because she's bruised, and her beautiful daughter is not bruised. So again, it's not about them. This is the area that is bruised up between both of them. See how they're connected by that thing? It's that fuzzy thing that I showed you in like all the cases. They have that on their heads. It's real. What's not real is I'm sure it's not them. But this I've showed you in every Summer Moonwell's Missing Child's case. They all have this between their heads. It's part of it. I always say Michael Vaughn, Harmony, and Serenity, because I've had so many of their pictures like this. And it's pretty clear. It's really, really clear. So I really hope they don't ignore it. I really hope that this isn't ignored and it gets put to use to help solve the Summer Wells Missing Children's case. Again, the faces are different children's faces. So under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, I could show this because it specifically for sure is not their kids. We know that this isn't their kids because they didn't put a photo up like that of their kids. So we all know that these are photos of children that their faces are under these kids' faces. These are the kids that are in need to be found really quickly. These are the kids that are begging for mercy, that are begging to have their story told. Right? It's not her children. She can't claim it is because that'd be weird. That'd be weird for her to say, yes, this is my daughter. She can't, because that would mean that her daughter has a number 5 engraved in the side of her head. I mean, if this group really decides not to help, that would make no sense. These children are covered. They are covered in the elements, head to toe. This is what... Now let me explain something to you. What's next to the baby, I cut it out. Next to this baby is the fake father, but we know that's not really her father, who's bleeding. See that blood? This is the same father that they've been showing. And this is the fake daughter, who's covered in white and hearts. See? You could tell by the teeth. They're just different ages. This is Brittany, a picture of her walking away holding her child, which we know is not. Just showing you shit that's all in here. It's so apparent that they need the FBI to go through their stuff. They show the family up in the mountains, and up there they show a child, which I know isn't the child, but this is what they show. Like, the hand is cut off, and those are these sharp nails. This shows that the hand was cut off. And this is what they look like. I can't even make out some of these pictures anymore. I mean, I never even seen that picture in the middle. It just did that. I don't even know what that is. This is showing that the floor is built on a slant, and it's showing that under the slant is a room. Is a room. So this here, I just kept that here to show that it's showing something that's under the doorway. They do, you know what? Thank you, Sugar Bee. I want people to know that. I am not saying or connecting them. What I'm saying is these are very big channels. They have millions of subscribers. They can make a difference. You know, here everyone thinks that Churchill, whatever his name is, Upchurch, you know, but I don't know what his deal is. But I do know that these guys have millions of followers, and they can make a difference if they really don't know. They really don't know that this is under their information. They have the whole story. They have the machinery. Look at, they even show things that are underneath their stoops. That's showing location, you guys. Under. And this is her sitting in the car where she's not in a car, because that's not between her and the car. That's not part of a car. That's not part of a car. Exact same thing Summer Moon Wells wound up in. Same location, same equipment, same situation. These guys have the same stuff. This is a picture that is from Summer Moon Wells' car. I had these up the other day, but I'm going to keep putting them up here and there. Why? Because they keep changing. Oh, thank you guys. These keep changing. So whatever faces wind up showing in here is the truth. Because it's what's underneath the deep fake. People were asking and they didn't know what I meant by this, but it's super simple. The one all the way to the left is from the Beeston group. This one. This one comes from the Beeston group. This one is Summer Moon Wells' picture from the car. And this one is from the Kylie case of her in her fake car. But it's going to be interesting to see who shows up here. What do you guys see? I see Tim Mullen. I always see Tim Mullen, though. I always see Tim Mullen. Which is so funny. That's what I see. I think that that's the face that's going to pop up again. I'm just doing a text. Okay. Let me see if I crop his photo. What page is this? Sometimes when you crop it, I'm getting to the point where it's really everything that I'm going to be putting up from here on is going to be it's going to be the same people, the same group, the same elements. Everything is really going to be, nothing's going to change. The theory and the theory here is just going to get stronger and stronger because I'll just have more information to put with it. Like whatever face this is. That's the face I want to see. Yeah, see, even though this looks weird, these are the same pictures, but they come from different people. See how the one to the left going that way is going to be Summer? Let me put it up there, 76. This is going to be Summer. Page 70. This one. Yep. Yeah, let me turn it. Maybe you guys will see it better. Yeah. Upside down. So let's do it upside down. This way. So Summer's car photo, if I turned upside down, that would be Summer. And these are the ones that I'm going to just keep looking at. It looks weird, but that's what it's doing. I don't do anything to it. I just allow it to, see, look, I just allow it to do its thing. I showed you this the other day, both rooms, the machinery in the rooms. Oh, wow, has this changed? You guys, I want to show you this part. This is the part that I took out of the other day's videos because I wanted to get to the eyeball thing. The photos that you see in front of you is from the day Summer Moon went missing. This is from the neighbor that lives right behind them, that has that red Toyota truck. And I have photos of it. I went back to see the photos because of these two pictures kept coming up, these elements. Both of these are from the Wells neighbor's backyard. And this is a photo that I got from Michael Van's Vigil. I've gone over these before to show you that they have the elements. But what I put together, when I say somewhere has the elements, what I like to do is then just keep putting different circumstances and different people's stuff together to show you that it really all works together. So the photo that you see here is the horse from Summer Moon and Michael's information. What you see here are both of those horses from Summer Moon's and from Michael Van's, and in the backyard of the Wells property of their neighbor. What I did here was I pulled in the same elements that I put to the side from Rosemary Bly's video. Rosemary Bly's video, the photos that I had that I put aside happen to be, these are all the same elements. Rosemary Bly actually had the same elements as Summer does, as Michael Van does, as Alaska Fishermen do. This photo that you're looking at, you guys, comes from her photo. And there's like a horse in the middle. There's 3. So this, to me, is Rosemary Bly's Vigil. This here in the same picture, if you recall, has that little box in the middle of their grass. As I was turning off the Alaska, this is from the Alaska Fishermen, from the we eat deer meat or whatever, deer meat for dinner, Alaska trip. They consistently have this same element in their videos. It looks almost like it's the same location. Like this is from their video, the fisherman's video. This is the fisherman's video. What is just crazy, you guys, is that to me, any picture that the Wells put out there had a purpose. This is Summer Moon Wells' neighbor's backyard. Let me crop it in a little bit more. And in the middle of their backyard, which is right next to that horse and that whatever else, that's right beside it. I showed it to you. It's 3 elements the same. This is the same thing as this. Looks like it's got a head coming out of it. This is that. Look, doesn't it look like a head coming out of the middle? So, the neighbor's backyard, the one in the back, is still on my radar for possibly being a location. The fake skin stuff that I didn't go over the other day were photos like this. This is the other thing that they have on their site. So they should know that their faces have fake skin on them. You can't hide this shit. I mean, it's super obvious. Wasn't done very well. He has the stuff coming out of his nose, and this is what they do to Summer Wells' missing children. And now that I know that they use their faces as a deep dark cover up, because what we've learned is if you go and crop it and turn it upside down, let's see, crop it, turn it upside down, there's a face. There you go. This is his neck, you guys. See what I did? I cropped it and turned it upside down. Just like the fisherman said. That's where they place the deep fake. Those are eyeballs. And his neck. Because they're watching it upside down. So they're being used as this deep fake, and so are their children. So I'm showing this child because it's not really their child. They're putting fake shit on this little boy so they could put them on social media. But this is really what this is really what's on this child. This is real, you guys. Thanks everybody for all these nice words. Summer Moon Wells is on either side. And I got the photo on either side, left and the right, isn't complete because that was part of Summer's picture that was on the side. So what that means is when you separate the deep fake from the real, sometimes it shows like a gray area, like I showed yesterday, and that gray area becomes the truth. That is Summer Moon Wells, so they say. Fake, that's her little fake area. That's really they put one of those things on her as well. All of these kids have them. What's on this child is the same what's on Summer Moon. It's the same thing. It's to help cover up their identity. They just have to use Summer Moon Wells' face for whatever children they want. See? That's really Summer Moon, you guys. That's part of her photo. And I don't care. I would love to see all of this shit checked out by the authorities and have them subpoena it so it goes into the court. Because this is all real. I haven't touched a damn thing. Trust me, I wouldn't do that. It's my reputation, and it's illegal. This is Summer. It's all the kids. It's all the kids. This is a snapshot from the Beeston group showing you guys what happens to the pictures that's underneath the real photo. It's tough to look at, but it's true. I showed this the other day, how the fake skin is on this child's face. I did show this. This one was the most obvious. I'm just going to show it again. This is the most obvious. If I would use this one in the court of law personally, that this whole area it's a mask. Someone is wearing a mask of her face. It's this whole area. I mean, it's on her. I went over all these. I went over this, the fake little boy's face, this. This is the disc I went over. This is the number 5 disc. I put it back in here because I wanted to show you what I mean by matches so perfectly. So many times when Benny shows his phone quickly, it's because he needs to show a photo quickly, and no one's really paying attention. But what he's really showing every time is, I'm going to crop this in so you can see a little better, is an element. Many a times in the phone, he's showing this little box, this little number 5 box. So the other day when I said, oh my gosh, these remind me of the chips, blah, 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 this is what it looks like for us. So to me, this goes in here. That this represents some sort of a mechanical game, a mechanical chip. So I wanted to show the clearest one that I could, because sometimes I said it looks like a 5, sometimes it looks like a 3. You know, it looks different. It looks different each time. And I know it's in the next picture, but here, I'm going to put this up here anyways. And they're constantly showing these discs. Some of them are gold, some of them aren't. But this is a really good close-up of what it is. It reminds me of. And it squishes and it moves. We have plenty of video showing how this moves. I have a picture of how their little robotic things move. It's the same. It's crazy. It's the same. And for those that don't know, it's what I believe they're putting in the eyes of these children. And the authorities are the ones who are going to have to, I don't want that. What did I just do? Wait. Okay, wait. You guys, I'm getting some sort of a cold. Okay, so I believe these things are this little, that little. Like this is what goes in here. I believe that's what it is. Just like that. That. That's what I showed. And it's all the same. See? It's all the same. And this is just showing how Summer Moon Wells moves so mechanically. And this isn't really her. This is, I don't know what the hell this is, but it might be her head. But that's about it. This makes no sense. And this is what's moving across the church while, Robin is reading about a dog that's being put to sleep. I mean, if you can't get any clearer than that, I wouldn't even know what else to say to you guys. Her story alone gives the story. This is what Summer Moon looks like, moving across. This is what it looks like. This is what her photos look like when you look. That's what's going on here. And what you see there on the bottom, I believe that is part of the square with the green face in the front. And I believe that this is what one of those boxes looks like. And that this is showing part of the process. And it's in the church. They show it as it's in the church. The deep cover up is the podium. That's all covering it up. And then, Summer's eyes show up and it shows the process. And this is what Monkey looks like right now. These photos come from his mom. And if you look back at any of his photos, this is what he is looking like, and the photos are changing. Michael Vaughn's picture here, to me, really represents what we have been seeing with Summer Moon. This picture here, to me, is what we saw in yesterday's presentation. Yeah, and it's just, sometimes I just don't know what else to say, because these photos, I don't care how ridiculous they look. This is their story. This is the Summer Moon Wells Missing Children story. And I just don't think we should be in this position as we are today. This is Summer being manipulated across the stage in church. This hasn't even been acknowledged. I don't know, you guys. I do know that there's a lot more. And I really would like to see this thing busted open. I hope that the Beestons or the Kents, whatever they are, they recognize that this has happened to their pictures and they decide to help. And justice hopefully will shine through. Something is going on with the people of YouTube. I don't like it. I don't like the feeling. I don't like the community as which these cases fall into. I don't trust as much as I used to, because I see it, and when I see it and they call it out, especially when I call out particular names and peoples and companies and they don't do anything, they don't do anything. That's the real message is nothing. They're not even doing anything. They're not even calling it out. That's what's really strange is I'm not looking for anyone guilty or not guilty. I'm just looking for someone to help the missing children. So I'm hoping I go to bed every night and I pray about it. And tonight will be no different. That note, you guys, this was a great live. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, mods. Thank you, subscribers. Thumbs up if you could give me a thumbs up before you leave. And thank you. Thank you for being here. I hope that this gets easier soon. And I'll let you know if any of those people reach out to help. It'd be really great. Thank you all for being here. God bless you all. Thank you so much. And we will talk tomorrow. Good night. Ooh. Before I say good night, look at Summer's pictures. Those 4 pictures I picked. The back of it. Behind her is changed. Let me just, and then I'll go. This one. Look at the bucket behind her is getting bloodier. Right? Huh. I didn't even notice this last time. Something to look at. Look at that. All right, you all. On that note, I will talk to you tomorrow. Good night, guys.